Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you are sleeping. What if toxicity and delicacy, lethalness and deliciousness go together in a food? Would you dare to have a bite out of it? Let's take a look if you will or will not want to taste these forbidden foods. CASU MARZU. This rotten cheese, made from unpasteurized sheep's milk, is also known as pecorino cheese. Maybe CASU MARZU doesn't deserve to be banned just because of its origin from unpasteurized milk. Just maybe. Well, there are some little things that cause it to be banned. Did I just say little things? Yeah, tiny maggots. Larvae of these worms are seeded into the cheese for fermentation. Cheese served with the live, wriggling maggots can create a risk of parasitic infestation in the intestine. So, would you like some CASU MARZU toppings for your pizza? HAGGIS. This Scottish meaty pudding has aghast many people with its ingredients. This sausage contains the sheep's heart, liver, and lungs that must be cooked right inside the stomach. Shockingly, that's not the most fantastic thing about haggis. The US banned haggis back in 1971 when the USDA forbade sheep lung because lung meat is considered as one of the potential vectors for lung disease. But that hasn't entirely eliminated haggis from the stores. It's still sold. We admit haggis doesn't sound all that appetizing, but clearly some Americans disagree. Just take Alton Brown, who offers his own recipe for this dish by using the tongue instead of the lungs. Ew! With all honesty, I feel quite wired calling these foods disgusting. Pig's blood cake. A party without cake is just a meeting, but if I show you a cake whose ingredients are stomach-turning, yes, that's right. This cake, instead of flour and butter, contains pig's blood. Doesn't this give you Halloween vibes? Spooky. This street food of Taiwan is a combination of steamed pork blood and sticky rice, coated in peanut powder and coriander, and served with dipping sauces. If this sounds delicious to you, more power to you and your stomach, of course. This delicacy was banned in many countries due to its unsanitary method of preparation. So, technically, the ingredients are not the problem. It is the way of preparation. I am sure after watching this type of cake, you will lose your appetite. SANNAKJI. Would you like to try some juicy tentacles crawling out of the dish right in front of you? Well, I'm sure you will freak out! This popular food of Korea is forbidden in other countries because it is semi-cruel and possibly a choking hazard. SANNAKJI is basically a baby octopus, and most of the time it looks like the plate is moving, or sometimes it is slaughtered just before serving. In fact, it can also be served alive. The octopus has a complex nervous system, and the tentacles will continue to move for hours, and suction cups can get stuck on someone's esophagus or even their windpipe. People who eat it will dip it in sesame seed oil in order to reduce the suction cup's power. ACKEE fruit. Fruits are usually known for their sweet taste and juicy texture, and yeah, for sure they are an excellent source of essential vitamins. But what if we show you a strange kind of fruit that is forbidden to eat? No one could definitely believe this. But this nutty fruit with the texture of scrambled eggs is on the list of forbidden foods. ACKEE, the national fruit of Jamaica, is a delicacy often eaten with salted fish. Yet anyone wanting to cook one must wait until the fruit naturally split up and then discards the seeds, boil the flesh, and cook further. But why? Because unripe ACKEE is high in hypoglycemia, A and B, that cause vomiting sickness, which at its most severe can result in coma or death. As a result, the FDA banned all ACKEE until 2000. So, would you like to still eat it? ABSINTHE. Now it's time for some spirit and cheese. There are plenty of potent spirits out there, but few deliver the kick that this bright green alcohol can. Let's dive into this anise-flavored spirit, the ABSINTHE. Its preparation will induce intense hallucinations that involve placing a sugar cube on top of a slotted spoon placed on a glass filled with a measure of absinthe. Iced water is dripped over the sugar cube to mix the water into the absinthe. Dizzy! All of that comes down to the drink's ingredients from a collection of herbs, including grand wormwood, that contains a toxic chemical compound, FUGU, large amount of which could cause you to expire. Due to its deleterious effects, it was banned in several countries until 2007. Its import was allowed only with thujone below a certain level. Foie gras. Quack, quack, quack. This snack will turn your sound like this. Next on the menu is fatty liver, aka foie gras, a meaty snack that is prepared by geese or duck's heavily fattened liver, having an extremely rich and creamy taste. The controversy comes from how the fattening is achieved, using a type of force-fed pounds of grain that involves a funnel down the geese's throat, making their liver swell. Defenders claim that geese lack a gag reflex, and this doesn't harm them, while animal rights activists say that this process is cruelty to animals. This has led to banning this product in many countries. I have to say that after watching this, Daffy and Donald will be thinking of going to space. Horse meat. I am so hungry that I could eat horse meat, says an old phrase. Well, actually, I think you couldn't eat a horse even if you were that much hungry. Or, I think your stomach isn't much strong to digest this large, stable animal. Although eating horse meat is not illegal, but it is not going to be easy to get the meat, as the slaughtering of this beloved companion of humans is illegal in many countries. Yet, a few restaurants are still serving this in their menu list. Another main reason is the antibiotics and drugs given to the horse that makes them unfit for our plates and threaten to human consumption, hence causing this meat to be banned in many countries. Ortolan. Humans eat all manners of birds, chicken, ducks, and pigeon, if you are fancy or rich anyway. But there is a dish so aromatic, so indulgent, so cruel, that it is meant to be eaten with a towel draped over the diner's head, both to keep in the smells and perhaps to hide one's face from God, or to spit away the bones. Meet the Ortolan bunting, a tiny songbird that has a shrinking population due to overhunting. Ortolan has been eaten by Roman emperors since ancient times after capture, preserved in brandy for a certain period of time, roasted for 8 minutes, and then served. Many countries in the world have forbidden the hunting of this bird, but still, a few are roasting this innocent species. It's time for the subscriber's pick now. These salted eggs of the beluga are one of the most expensive delicacies in the world. This Caspian Sea's fish's eggs are prized for their subtle flavor and could command as much as $200 an ounce. Due to the high demand, the fish was on the verge of extinction. So in 2005, many countries joined together to put a ban on importing beluga caviar, hoping this would help this species recover and repopulate. But this ban could not stop the trade in the underground caviar market. Fugu. Do you remember the Simpsons episode where Homer ate a poisonous fish and was told he has only 24 hours to live? Well, most of the things that happen on the show are a little bit untrue, but this one is actually very realistic. The fish under fire is the Japanese pufferfish, also called FUGU. Despite being banned in many countries of the world, this fish is a favorite of many people. Well, probably of those who have just got tired of their life. Japanese chefs require special training to remove the toxic organs to cook it properly, especially its skin that contains an extremely fatal poison called tetrodotoxin, which can lead to paralysis and even death. even if you take a small bite of it. So, do you still want to try this Korean delicacy? That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video till the end. See you next time.